Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Post Market Report, sponsored by Delta.Exchange. Apologies, so there is some technical glitch, so that's why I'm doing audio podcast. Nifty opened in line with the GIF Nifty indication. GIF Nifty indicated about 40 point gap up, but then immediately came under some selling pressure. The first 45 minutes or 1 hour was intensely volatile within a small range. But Bank Nifty was moving up and down 100 point very easily. But the Nifty failed to sustain the gap up. And Bank Nifty has underperformed clearly today. And Infosys and ICICI Bank contributed about 30 points fall in Nifty today. And ICICI Bank was the worst performer today. But while Reliance, L&T, ITC and HDFC Bank supported the markets and that contributed 30 points on the higher side, so it is nullified. So once again, it is the same thing, index heavyweights underperforming, broader markets outperforming. Today, mid cap, small cap, next 50, they all outperformed, while large caps underperformed. And the VIX was slightly higher in the morning session, despite morning market was slightly higher, but then slowly came down in the afternoon session. Looking at the open interest, 19,400 PE added more open interest as well as 19,500 call option. That indicates a range bound move tomorrow. The people who have sold both these options, the combined premium is about only 50 points. And both the strikes are about 50 points away from the current closing price. So anything more than 100 point move tomorrow, so these people will be in trouble. But last 2 days, Nifty has consolidated. So, as I told you, there is no economic data, there is no important corporate results in US as well as India. So therefore, the probability of market, going up 40-50 point is high, but making more than 100 point is bit difficult. But however, in case tomorrow if there is a gap up or gap down of more than 100 point, so these people will always react by selling additional puts or calls. So these people will always have some buffer cash with them. So in all likelihood, as I told you today morning, Nifty is likely to close between 19,300 and 19,600. And today, Nifty closed exactly halfway in between, around 19,450. Today, once again, FIIs have sold, but they have sold just for 84 crores, while the domestic institutions bought for 524 crores. This is the 11th straight day of FII selling. I do not know. Global cues are good. Even Indian markets are also making higher highs and higher lows. But irrespective of whether market goes up or down, so this FIIs kept on selling spree. But that is actually a real cause of concern because, if they turn buyers, also they will do the same thing. They'll continuously buy for 10 days, 11 days. And if the markets are holding so firm with so much of selling from FIIs, what will happen when they start buying? The markets will move significantly higher. Of course, the domestic institutions may come to sell at that point of time, but still usually markets, tend to react to FIIs figures rather than domestic institutions figures. So anyway, next week we are going into our major festival, Diwali. And as I always say, ahead of Diwali, we tend to be slightly bullish. But at the same time, technically 19,500 to 19,600. So there are some multiple resistances. So that has to be taken out for a meaningful rally on the higher side. I have a gut feeling, if 19,550 is taken out, decisively, then the next stop will be straight away 20,000. The reason is very simple. If HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, TCS, Infosys, and Reliance, If these 5 stocks, they move higher by 10 rupees, 20 rupees, then easily Nifty can go to 20,000. So I think somehow I feel that, while the broader markets like mid cap, small cap, so they're all doing extremely well. So these large caps, I have a sense of feeling that it's being compressed. So if a too much compression, once it is released, so, the move will be very, very violent on the higher side. But we do not know whether all these things are going to happen or not, because, uh, going forward, so we have 3 more weeks for November expiry, and then the first week of December expiry, we can expect the 5 state election results. But as I always say, to some extent, those results will be factored in by the markets even before the results come. As I said earlier, the public will get the uh, exit poll results only sometime late November, or the day of last polling. I'm not very sure when was the last polling. Maybe November 30 or something like that. But along the way, these exit poll results, so some people will have the results, and that will be reflected in the market. So that's why it's very important to look at the technicals now. So technically, market is becoming long above 19,530, 19,535. That's one thing. And second thing, for the last few trading session, although intraday markets are falling, but they are closing at a higher level. So it is higher high, higher low, intraday also, on a closing basis also. So they are closing slightly positive only. So when we closed, the European markets were actually slightly lower, but now they are also recovering, and they are all trading in green right now. But not very much, so very mild green. And Singapore Nifty is also just indicating about 5-10 point uptick. But this is not the time to look at GIF Nifty. So we will look at tomorrow morning and after the US market closes. And even US markets also, day before yesterday, it came on intense selling pressure, but then completely recovered. Then after that, yesterday, there was no sell-off. It was, steady move. And now also it is looking steady. So, just like, our FIIs come only in the afternoon. So there also the institutions may come in the last 1 hour, 2 hour. So we need to see where the US market closes. And accordingly, tomorrow, we may open here. But I think, 3 days we gap up open 150 point. Then after that 2 days consolidation, maybe, one more day of consolidation may be required before deciding the direction. And especially tomorrow, people will be, reacting to expiry. So they may not let the market to rise or fall too much, so that their option positions, will make some profit. And then maybe tomorrow towards the end of the day or day after tomorrow, the market may take a direction. So, overall, it is still bullish. As I've been saying for the last few trading sessions, it is clearly a buy and dip market. So let us see what is going to happen tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed listening to this audio. Thank you for listening.